Keep that in mind. Weaponsmith against beasts. Wait, that's beasts. Oh no, this is werewolves from the event. Alright, right. This is the elite one, huh? Spooky. His crit awareness and rage. Color speed. He's a fast boy. 200 damage. This funny, huh? This funny. Alright, what do we have here? Reflexive skin, furious, vampires, reflex, vampires, speed. Yowzer. Vamp reflex is like double hits with lifesteal and full focus, right? So furious. So he has like triple strike on full focus. He hits 1 additional time against bleeding, and he has reflexive skin. 300 base damage, 320. 115 stam. Scary. Very scary. He has nothing. He has Vein Sense. Aging doubles. Alright. He's on the pit. He has been banished. Okay. Man. That's so unfortunate. Like, the spawn of the Werbeast is really unfortunate for us. We have to go and deal with him. Who is our bleeding person? Don't we have like another bleeding? Shouldn't we give him bleeding crits also? I think we should. Especially against beasts and stuff. I think we want to take him out first. I mean, I could also just like let the bounty hunter take care of him with preemptive strike. That's also reasonable, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. And then we're gonna go on him first. Then we're gonna control this one. We have to be careful about the pullers, like pulling us out there. This one will get trapped and then they come around here. I cannot really control them. How is this? This is 7, 8. This is walkable. This is not. Okay. Sure. We kind of have to deal with him. We also have to be careful about his hook. Not sure how we're gonna do this. He's probably coming up here and tries to deal with us. Or like tries to get on us. We will see. I don't really have a plan for this guy yet, but... also Volcano, huh? We got a lucky Volcano. He's stalwart, so he should like stand in front. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and let him jump on us. Yeah, those are probably not savable. We're gonna... He healed me? His sacrifice now? Wait, he healed me. But you sacrifice. I'm so baffled. Like, that's so cool. That's so fucking cool. He learned to use sacrifice. Damn. What a trooper. He's shadowproof, right? So I cannot stun him. But I can smack him. Which makes me bleed him. Which makes me smack him even more. Next timeline is 21 and this is 64. So we're gonna have to preemptive strike him again. There's like no realistic way around it. Do I like heal him? He gets to heal me then. I wonder if he heals me. Bonked. Man, those guys are pretty terrifying. Let's get him out of here for now. Maybe it keeps my hunters alive for a little longer if I shut this off. He doesn't have stunning blow, huh? For a guy. Bonked. Okay, he has evasion. When an enemy approaches you, instantly jump to a safe tile. Can move up to 3 levels higher, generates 100% focus, which gives him Lyncher 10% more damage for the rest of the fight. And immunity against engaging. So if I actually go here, he jumps away and gains more damage. So I have to do this and then stun him. He is 52. Man, he's slow. All he can do is like stall him. Like I can't actually lead him and stuff. Like not him by himself. If I crit him, he's gonna fall off, so I think I wanna do it like this. I have to deal with him. I can't really have him jump my flanks like this. Seems pretty unreasonable. Here, go into the spikes. Oh yeah. I really enjoy the lethal blow on him. It makes me so happy. I don't know why. It just does. He's healing to full. Alright. He can take care of him. I don't have a crit on him. I used to have 3 crits? Really? I can like bowl him into the spikes. Very reasonable. I'm just trying to like still have some alright, let's jump him again. Like some control over the battlefield. I have to do this, otherwise he goes again. I don't have much control, but like I like to have some. Just stun this guy. Strong versus swords. Bonk. We didn't actually know that one yet, did we? I can like immobilize him if I want to. Or I can just go here. He's going next, so he's gonna pull me if I go there. I do not want to stand here, so I have to stand like here or something. It's fine. He's shadowproof, of course. I don't really want to swap in my hunters, but they will like back off on their own, so it's a free swap. Either way. I have to keep him out of the fight. Like, he cannot be allowed to fight. It's very unreasonable. How do I do that? I think I just use this as a blocker. So he's not allowed to come in. He's strong versus beasts? Wow. That's kind of crazy trade for this fight. Alright, he's going back, nice. His only job. I still don't beat him on timeline. Maybe eventually I will. Maybe eventually it will line up. Oh man. My hunters are kind of dying. I think I want to get the lethal blow. Yeah. It's getting real ugly, huh? Okay, I need to control him somehow. He doesn't... No, it's not mine. Where's my priest? There's my priest. He has a crit. But he doesn't beat him. Nobody has a crit. He has one, so he can like... get him over there. Let's do this and then get a crit back, I think. So he can go here and stun him. He cannot be allowed to rampage through my backline. Stupid hunters. Why do I even have you? Oh, that's right, I don't have you. You're just my allies. This priest is trucking. Okay, do I beat him finally? No, he snapped over. So I will probably never beat him, huh? Is he gonna try to jump my priest? I feel like I should be standing here. So I can take this attack, right? Grabbed him. This is my mission objective, so I need to be careful. Alright, he made it in. My front line is kind of crumbling, but at least like those are not really effective quite yet. Man. Stupid werebeasts, huh? I really wish they would have spawned any better. I need to like pull him out of there. Like I need to get in here because he's gonna guide his turn and he's gonna pull. So that's not allowed. Bonk bonk. Okay, I need to get him out of here. Like I need him to not get a turn. Or like not get onto me because he's really, really scary. And I don't have the resources to deal with him right now. Or probably ever. Probably ever. I can force another one. How much armor? 32. Means I can break his armor. I can force him to go here. No. I think I don't want that. He's shadowproof, right? Yeah. I don't have a crit. I don't have a crit. I can go here and finish him off. Reasonable. But I need more control here. Do you have a boulder? I have 3 boulders. I can go here and seal this off. He's not a big threat. Like he does barely do anything. He's a big threat on taunting me and him pulling me. He cannot get in the fight. Like he is the biggest threat, I think. So also turtles are kind of annoying. Not sure how to do this. I think I'm gonna do this and get the puller out of here for now. And also seal this. Because I'm not really concerned about this. Also, I need to keep in mind that the other guy is coming down. Up here. Another March Beast. I'm not sure I can slow him down enough. But maybe. Goes in 11. Goes in 10. But he might get slowed. So I'm not guaranteed another turn. So I think I want to provoke here. Then do this. Fuck. I just overrode it. Now he's gonna smack me. I mean, it's not the end of the world. He doesn't have the most damage, but still. It shouldn't have happened. I do this, right, to, like, control him. Should have thought about this more. Because his attack is, like, 300 damage. I could have just tanked it. If I, like, needed something else done more. Which I probably... Well, like, which was probably true, huh? I can't really seal this. Like, there's no stopping point and I cannot bowl here. He has leeching doubles, so he doesn't get a free hit. Whenever he gets full focus, he just gets like a double. So I do want to slow him down. Okay. Man, there's so many holes right now. Okay. I'm not sure if we win this fight. This was strong. Not gonna lie. This was pretty incredible. Okay, that helped. We We can bounce him off here. Do we have a boulder? Yes. Stam? Yes. Okay, let's not deal with him for another while. He wants to come in here and get his crit back. I'm pretty sure he's dead, yeah. Okay, slowing him down. I like it. He goes in 2. Very spooky. He's gonna hit the bounty, right? He always does. Because he cannot hit anyone else, so we're gonna Aegis him. If I go here, then he hits the priest instead, which I don't want. I can tank this hit with Delirium if I wanted to. I cannot push him back because he has Stalwart by default, so I cannot deny his attack. I would really like to hit someone. If I hit here, then I'll also get Aegis. Like, I'm pretty sure this is enough. If it's not, then it sucks. It should be enough. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't even hit anyone. No. Oh. Didn't even make it here because of Preemptive Strike. I didn't factor that in. Not only do I forget about Preemptive Strike on other units, I also forget about Preemptive Strike on my own units. There is. I could throw a boulder here. I think I don't want to. He has reflexive skin. Boulder? Yes. I just want him out of here. The longer I can not deal with him, the better. I healed him. I attacked him and healed him. Oh my goodness. Why? It's gonna be a problem. I cannot have him taunt me, but I will Delirium tank it right now. He will try to get on the... We'll go onto him though, right? I think I'm gonna taunt it off. He gets doubles. That's fine, I guess. He's slowing me, but it's still okay-ish. Okay, do you have a boulder? Yes. You are Shaggy. You have 90 stam. So we're gonna boulder this so we can block his attack. What a weird ass fight. It's all over the place. I'm really enjoying this fight though, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. They're beating me up. I kinda wanna force this one, so... he's gonna be slowed again. So I get a turn on him and he doesn't get to like stun me and stuff. Like slow me enough to stun me. Why do you have damage recovery? Oh, because of taunting. I think we're gonna get an Aegis out there before we waste it and like a retaliate or something. We need to be taking care of him. He's our win condition. And he's getting dangerously close to them. Maybe I even need to go here. No, not yet. But he goes first. Annoying. Nah, I want to stay here. It's fine. Where's an assassin when you need one? I can use the heck out of... I could use the heck out of an assassin, huh? It feels like this hunter is like the sole damage carry. He's strong versus beasts, right? He's strong versus swords? Not beasts? Oh, I guess. I just assumed he was strong versus beasts. Uh, if I go here, he gets a hit on me. If I go here, I get like multiple hits on this guy, but... yeah. Man, go away. I don't want to deal with you. Okay, I bled him. I did it. It's happening. The turtle is healing off of me. Please. Okay, this should kill him, right? Okay. Finally. One major thing is out of here. It's gonna go in 8. He's gonna hit me here. Dun, dun, dun. Can I hit my own people? I wonder how this works. It will lock him out, but it will lock also the other ones out. Yeah, I can. He just smacked my ally. Good times. I'm gonna go here. Do this. Okay, I don't have a crit right now, so I cannot taunt him. I think I'm gonna provoke and walk with him. Then go back. Okay, he's still fine. He's not as fine. Attempt this fight. Goes in 4, huh? It's really fucking awkward. He can walk in and like save him and stuff. He's controlled. I don't have damage against him. There's so much fucking HP. I think I'm gonna give him like more wiggle room there. This is Soma. If I go here, he hits me again. I cannot deal with those stupid turtles. Not for the life of me. I am hesitant to stand next to him because he might hit him and then reflexive skin triggers and I'm fucked. But I think he has a prio on hitting this guy, right? Which is actually very nice. But does like support attack here do anything? Not really. His Curious is like pretty low at least. So maybe it will do something eventually. Potentially. Okay, his Curious is gone. His Boulder is also gone. Okay, he's taunted onto me. So I need to stand somewhere where he cannot hit me, which is like there. Right, yeah. Okay. Let's get some spear hits onto those guys to actually break their armor. He's in real big trouble. We have boulders left? No more. I can check like this, right? No more. Do you have one? One more. This boulder here would be super high value. Like boulder him off and then locking him. So I do want to get him here. So he needs like more boobs, huh? They also need to control this guy somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't have like a provoke anymore. I don't have boulders. Gonna murder me really soon. Hmm. Let's give him more room so he can actually get there. Stab? Yeah, you do have to stab. Okay. I think he blocks him then, but he goes in 4. That's really bad. He goes in 2. I guess he can just do this one then. Okay, I need to plan this out. I have 2 here. He cannot walk here, so it's good. He potentially walks around here and gets stuck in this trap, which would be very strong. He goes soon and tries to pull someone. He's pretty slowed. This is still like the major threat of this. What's up, Grandpa's Gums? And I have to laugh every time I read your name. Sorry. Plexus skin and Shadowproof not so good for the ball boys, I agree. Also, we were surrounded. Like, this is a pretty hard mission by default. We don't have like an assassin who is countering beats super hard. We have like a hard time applying bleeding and stuff. And also the werbeasts were like surrounding us and like, I don't know. They required a lot of resources to deal with and they never fought the beasts. So, you know. What's up, Sconso? What releases in 14 days? Great Yeek Teacher. Wow. I've never been called Yeek Teacher. Not sure how to feel about it. Urtuk releases in 14 days. In type exclamation mark release. So the release is scheduled for March 6th. So he will not go around here, right? So I can like tank this with Aegis. He's 599. I need to get the bounty out of here if I want to do that. Otherwise he goes here and kills the bounty. Or I get Aegis the bounty as well. I think the spearman can do it. Like go up here and then get his crit back. So he just goes here and then blocks him. He does 260. That's fine. I can tank this. Let's get him out of here. Okay. He goes here and then I get my turn before him. He has armor, so he will not get hit. He just gets his crit back and now he hits into my Aegis. Just fine. And I get another Aegis. I did not see that grab. I admit that. Did not see that. Okay, his Cuirass is regenerating. Stupid turtle. Please. Have mercy. He still has Reflexive. I need to bleed him and I need to focus fire him and stuff. He's gonna be such a pain. Like, unbelievable. Right. I want to get him out of here first. I can't stun him either, but like he is full Cuirass. It doesn't really matter if I hit him with my aim ball. Yeah, he went there as expected. I can bleed him here. I don't have like a good solution for him yet. Oh, he was out of shit. Man, that was such a big deal to not get the crit back there. Whatever. Retaliate, sure. Lifesteal strike on you? Question mark? Need to still keep an eye on villager guy. Do not want to hit him. As long as I stand here, he just hits into the Aegis, right? And he goes after, so we just sit like this. If I kill him, does it change? Yes, it does change. Does the hit kill him? Probably. Okay, let's not do it. Please don't kill him. Allies, huh? Always helping. Okay, I have to Aegis him now. They're turning around. Let's get working on this armor. He didn't take this. Interesting. He is now locked down, so we can just ignore him for now and work on the rest. Stupid villager. Let's do this. Better get those guys. I want to heal him eventually. Okay. He broke his armor. Hey, let's go. Okay. Oh man. At least I healed him with painful healing. Okay. 2 units left, huh? What do you have? Leeching doubles, fast recovery 2. Beast preservation. Okay. He's at 466 damage right now. Still immobilized, yeah. Okay. Let's get bleeding onto him. Pretty okay. I want a crit ready, and I want like to surround him eventually. But he has to get out of here first. Strongest is poison, really? Ah yeah. Okay. Only big boy left. I want to step next to him. I could... 400. I take 200. That's fine. I could go here and crit him. I think I do this one. Because this way, I get to swap him out and not have his attack. But more importantly, I don't have my ally betraying me. That's some healing. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. So 9, he goes in 3, he goes in 2. I think he stands there, Aegises him. I don't want to hit him, because it triggers reflexive skin. But I get to bleed him again like this, and then that's probably good enough. Alright. Raid boss. Okay, not bad. Pretty fun mission actually. Lots of thinking. Lots of control. Not a lot of damage. Round Strike, pretty strong with mauls in general. I'm gonna take Round Strike. Just seeing if I want anything else. We have 3 stalwarts or something, it's fine. Lethal Blow would be nice, but we don't have the essence. Blood Drinker, meh. That's okay, right? It's fine. Getting to level 15 soonish. We need like to keep up on agility eventually. He's my meatball. Oh, you have agile, huh? Isn't this an upgrade? What do you have? Steel. I have silver. Silver is the best. I have triple crossbows. Retaliate has to go. Duelist could be okay. Right, who gets a round strike? Probably my... I mean, round strike is stronger on faster units, so probably him. Instead of agile. Like, he's gonna be glass cannon, right? He's gonna be beefy boy. And he's probably gonna be fast, stunning type dealio. But Sharp Eyes doesn't go very well with round strike. Not if I Like, it depends. If I can force enough crits, then yes. But most of the time, a round strike eats up my crit on someone I don't want it to. Then I cannot use my sharp eyes very well because I need the crit lined up on specific units, right? So maybe he actually gets it. So do we wait until absorbing? Maybe. I'm considering just absorbing Vigorous and then using Evolution Stones on it. Just to get it started. Maybe we like reject it though and just wait for Strong Body Stalwart Absorption. It's very slow though. Not sure. We keep Round Strike out then. We like Color Speed, First Strike, Flesh Eater. He's only working on one absorption also. That's pretty bad. What does he want? We don't really have anything he really wants to absorb, right? Nah, not really. He's not gonna be a focus build. Hastening crits? Not really. Maybe. He wants Rage, really. I don't think he's a Round Strike. Stalwart is like not really required on him, I don't think. We'll see. How you doing? 13 more. Okay. I think we sit out with a Round Strike for now. We do want to hey, Amos the champion. We do want to give it to someone at least. At some point. Bounty's coming soon. Okay. Always have to watch out for Swamp Marauders. If they are elite. Check them if they have reflexive skin. If they have reflexive skin, they turn into real beasts. Unless they have stun, and we have lots of stuns. The spearmen aren't really troublesome yet because they still have iron shields with 170. They start to become a real big deal at the start of map 2. Which is why we're building Sharp Eyes. Specifically for just this unit. Well, technically a little bit more. Since like some Forsaken also gonna have armor. But specifically for this guy, you want armor pierce. He's like the biggest offender, right? If you really think about it, you don't need armor pierce for scavengers. It would be nice against the scavenger spearmen, because their shield gets quite big if they like get to scale and stuff. But usually it's fine. And then you only need armor pierce against specifically the spearman, because he really punishes you if you don't break his armor or if you don't go through his armor. Then come Forsaken. Forsaken have like shielded units, but they don't super hard punish you. And usually those are the units that you don't care staying alive for too long, unless they're in really critical spots. Or like you need to break up shield bearer chains or something, right? But like berserkers have no armor, snipers have no armor, axemen have no armor. Those are the 3 units you want to kill. And then shield bearers and defenders do have armor, shield bearers even more. But you don't really have high prior on killing them. And they can usually wait unless they like really annoy you. And after that, there's Necros. Necros don't have armor whatsoever. And after that, there is Valdor. And Valdor cannot be pierced. So you would never build piercing against Valdor because it's just not working. Then you have like the odd, like werbeasts don't have armor, vampires don't have armor, beasts don't have armor unless turtle. But you don't build pierce for turtle. Not really. And then there's bounty hunters, which also come without armor. So, you know, like realistically, if you build Sharp Eyes, it's really just to counter this guy. And then like minor uses here and there. Does recovery 1 and 2 stack? Yes, they do. However, they are reduced by mending. I've not found a use for Swamp Marauders, other than body blocking. Swamp Marauders go very well with reflexive skin if they have high HP count, which is usually the case for elites, right? Like elite Marauders do really well if they have reflexive skin, because every reflexive skin trigger bleeds you with Wayne Sense. and they have usually really high sustain. So they heal back up, and they sponge like a lot of attacks, and then for every attack they receive, they like bleed you. And then they bleed you again, and then sometimes they get berserk or something, or like blood frenzy even. They have blood frenzy, which if 3 units on the field are bleeding, they get double attacks, and then they like circle you down, kind of like an assassin, but like instead of active, more passive when you hit them. So that's what makes them really strong. But like on the player side, it's a really strong early game unit. Does fall off later though. Later on, it's just like a damage sponge. I don't know. Not much to say. We can bowl here and bowl here. Alright, let's pull here and pull here and the third one will be here eventually. But not yet. Okay, let's do this. Pull this guy. And does it line up? Yep. Pull this guy. And eventually we'll pull this guy, but it's gonna take a while. And after 3 are pulled, they are coming towards us. So yeah, fast recovery 1 and 2 stacks, but it is reduced by mending. You can check here. Mending. This explains it. Basically, if you run out of mending, every point of like all healing is reduced by 66%. So in theory, fast recovery 1 and 2 heals you for 100% of damage taken, right? Which sounds like you are immune, but in reality, not really, because it gets reduced a lot, and also like at some point you just get one tapped. We can grab this guy. Oh wait, nobody saw that. Let's just pretend nobody saw that. Alright, he is at a stamina deficit, so this turn he cannot really bowl again. He can only bowl every 2 turns. This is going pretty slowly right now, but it's fine. Okay. Maybe I should have gotten him into position though. That was probably the right call. He wants to jump him, right? Nah, he might still have too much HP. So he wants to jump him, so I delirium tank. He goes for him. Interesting. Okay, Floater, come here. Gives me a stack. Another stack, wow, nice. Okay, they're all coming now. If you haven't tried out a Swamper Shaman, highly recommend. Very strong unit. You build him Glass Cannon. And then he stands back and he spams his abilities. Gives you sustain on everyone. His abilities don't cost like health, unlike the priest. It only costs stamina, but it does end your turn. So you build him like super fast, focus build, glass cannon, like no vitality, no strength. Put everything in agility and focus. Kind of even. Give him birdie, brilliant mind, all the really big boosts with like which lower his HP, which doesn't matter because he's one shot anyways. Then he stands back and he gives you give him a cool focus mutator. His standard focus mutator is regen, right? Like which removes bleeding and poison, which is really nice. But eventually you want to do it into something else. Like even give him berserk. Berserk is really strong, or like blood strength, something like that. Like something really cool. Can even be like crits if you really want to. And he's gonna be like a machine gun sort of thing. Like he pumps out so much focus that you can like just supply your whole team with it. And he supplies regen for your whole team with regeneration. And if you don't need regen, then he gives you a berserk, which is like an extra attack on your carry unit. Oh, really strong. To recommend. Ended up on my ban list. So the way it went down is I completed the game with like the strongest thing I could find, which at the time was like Glass Cannon Hunter with Last Stand, back when I was not Desolation yet, and Aegis. So every time I completed stuff, like the strongest unit or what carried me there got banned for the next run. So I would be forced to experiment with new things. Are they really not coming? Also, why are they growing now? I don't understand. They're not coming. So Swamp Shaman made my ban list at some point. If you combine Swamp Shaman and Priest, it gets really ridiculous. Okay, I guess we're pulling this guy. Why is this yellow? Huh. It is growing now. It seems like back to old growth strength or like status. I don't know. I don't know why. Like what triggered this or like why it suddenly grows at the old pace and sometimes it doesn't. Super weird. I like this more. Oh, like it's a little fast growing. It could slow down like just a tiny bit, right? But I like this more than like not doing anything. I never really had a problem with thorns, and you can play around them. You can wall them off with units, or you can wall them off with traps and stuff. Like they give you play like potential to play around it, which is what I'm really looking for in calamities. Which is why I like Earthquake, but I hate volcanoes. Earthquake is controllable. Volcano is completely random and like really annoying. Right, are you coming now? Like, please. Okay. Stupid fight goes on for so long. Okay, cool. Hmm. I want to get him in range to stun him here. He's gonna cleanse this. Hmm. Bonk. I have one with Aegis and Brilliant Mind. Yep, that seems very strong. Talking about Shaman, right? Alright. Please don't poison me. He goes next. Huh. Bleeding immunity is actually kind of nice, huh? Who would have guessed? I should have swapped and hit. Not sure why I didn't, honestly. Joke's on you. I totally planned that. It's totally not by accident. No way. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, we pin him down, at least. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder who hits first. Like, we counter his attack. I hit first. It's annoying. That means I don't kill him. If the priest hits first, then he doesn't push him away, and then both get to hit and both get to trigger bleeding. I wonder how this is determined. It's kind of important. Huh? Don't have boulders anymore. I should know that. Is he stronger? Is this bleeding? Question mark? Yeah, he is. Alright, get in here. I should have removed his bleeding for sure, or his poison. Whatever. I need to break this before he goes and crits me. Floaters are out of here, huh? He has cleansing, so he has natural resistance, which removes it. But once he moves through the toxic thorns, he still gets damaged. Like, he will remove the poison, but if you're not immune to the status effect of the thorns, you will still get poisoned. Or, like, you still remove the initial damage take of the poison, which is the thing. Bonk. Good old first strike stun. It's gonna get jumped on, huh? Not quite yet. Alright. Oh, he also has... He also has preemptive. Tend to forget about that. Right. Alright, let's not send him back in, so we can actually kill him. Ah, fucking hell. He would remove poison and bleeding and stuff, and he would survive. So we actually had to spend a hit to kill him. Annoying. Got him. This way he didn't get to... Stupid protector. This way he didn't get to taunt us. Because we provoked him, and he was only allowed to melee attack us. He's out of breath now. Now he did get to taunt us, but at least we broke his shield now. So it's not a big deal anymore. Once you break their shield and they don't have the stupid poisonous crit counter anymore, it's less of a big deal. And he only has 170 shield, right? So it's whatever. And a vampire hammer tank carry me, the Vanquisher. Get bloodless and I found poison immunity. Yeah. Poison immunity is nice to have. It's just a pain to set up. Like, it's not so hard to set up. You can like have natural resistance, and then you have two floaters hitting you over and over because they don't really deal damage, and you cure the poison like passively. And maybe you have like some what's its face? Like regeneration effect or something, right? So you just like place them in there and then you get hit, and then in one fight you like get poison immunity. But you need to set it up. You need to have like the mutator rotating around between the units you want to have it on, and then you need to keep like two floaters around, which is a pain, and then you need to set up the farm and I tend to just not do it because I don't want to. Right. The boss spawned. And bounties here. Scavenger versus scavenger. I want to be level 15 before we take on the boss. The boss will be a major problem. Honestly. Like, we don't have confuse. We have poison at least, so we're gonna poison him to reduce his healing. But we cannot stop his focus gain. We don't have an assassin to pin him down forever, but we have 3 immobilizing crits and like we have a lead strike, which will be good enough. What we have going for us is a preemptive strike to disable his jump, which will be very key. But you cannot rely on preemptive strike because he's gonna outturn you, and you will not have preemptive strike back up when he goes again. He has delirium rage, so he gains like bonus speed and stuff, and ours is like pretty slow overall. So we get like respec and stuff, but we still won't beat him. We have a better spear. Yeah. Okay. We have to find bounties now, and then we have to fight the scavenger versus scavenger. We don't have to, but we want to. This is a dead end. Andor still hasn't shown up. What the fuck? Famous armorer. Hey, that's very important to grab. Right. Famous soldier. An ugly beast. Like, those are also 2 fights I want to do. So, what I want to do on this map is, this is the boss, so this is our exit. We don't fight him yet. We want to have like level 15 for this fight. Intruders and catapults would be nice for medicine. Not sure if we probably take the detour, right? But we also want to do this. Maybe we leave this for like when we come back, when we circle around. So we go here, we take this, we go back, we take the village, we see what's here, probably nothing. Here is like a mission. We circle around, we grab the armor, we see if there's anything valuable here. We go to the fortress, maybe we recruit the scavenger axeman, which would be our preferred option. We grab like those two, depending on where they go. And we circle around, we get scavenger versus scavenger, and then we go. This will probably be turn 80, which is right on time. Go to zone 2. Pretty reasonable. Pretty good route. It's like some downtime in the middle, but what can you do? Like those, the armorer especially, and then also the fortress, like those are super high prior targets for us right now. So this is how you decide, right? Like, main question is, when do you go to the next zone? There is the exit. Do you take it or do you like stay and farm? And the answer is, depends. For zone 2 is specifically, I aim for between day 80 and day 100. Day 80 is usually when zone 1 stops scaling, maybe a little bit earlier. And day 80 you want to go. Day 100 is a little bit late, and day 120 is super late. You don't want to do that, because then scaling gets unlocked again, and like zone 2 is unreasonably hard. That's like a general guideline. And then you want to see, is there stuff I want to grab? And for this one, I would say yes. Why do I stay here? Because, okay, for this specific instance, I don't have anyone that deals with armor very well. It's my main problem. And I'm banking on finding a scavenger X-Men here. Or I'm banking on finding like a famous soldier missing here. Which cannot be anything specific. Like, it would be a berserker, which I don't like either, so it's not gonna help. But maybe there's like more here. Or like, honestly, let's just get lucky at the fortress. And another factor is I really want an armor. I value weaponsmiths and armorer pretty highly. They give you access to just good mutators on your armor, which we don't have that much granted. We only have one piece. Hmm. But we probably grab like one more. Maybe. Maybe this will be our only armor piece. Hmm. Maybe it's not that high prio then. Hmm. I still want him. Like, the flexibility it gives you to just enchant your gear is really good. It upgrades your gear from silver into rare silver and stuff. Like, it's a small upgrade. But mostly it's like, you get rid of the penalty you have. The minus 10% max HP penalty to throw it on there. And you have like an extra slot that doesn't cost you anything. It's really nice. The weaponsmith is usually more value, and we have one already. But still, like, I want the armor smith in case like I throw my around. And I'm not prepared for map 2. I cannot deal with Swamper Spearman, so I'm looking for a solution. And this is like an exception to, like, this is not very, like, a really good route. Like, it doesn't give me a whole lot, right? But, like, I'm kind of looking for an answer for, like, a problem that I'm going to face and that my team cannot really deal with right now. So, there you go. That's, like, my thought process behind, like, do I go or do I stay? A little bit over the place, but I hope you get the idea. Yo, what's up, Renok? Vampire and Verbi's taxes as well as Trillium. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I see, I see. Like, this minus 4, they should add it here. Yeah, agreed. Would be nice. That is to get lucky, exactly. I think I'm gonna end here, though. It's been like 4 hours. I'm just, like, talking over what I want to do next time. But for today, that's gonna be it for me. I don't want to do another fight. I always enjoy when I leave uninjured with a good warm-up fight. I used to like stream too much, or like stream like a couple fights longer than I should, and I got really unfocused, and I used to wipe my team. Like, it was a very common occurrence that at the end of the stream I would wipe because I wasn't like playing very well anymore, and then I would come back to an injured team. I would try like the whole time streaming to like build it back, like build the team back up, like gather medicine, like scramble everything together, replace units to like save medicine and stuff. And then at the end, I would like get unfocused and I would wipe the team. So I would come back again and like it would repeat. So every time like I get off uninjured, I'm pretty happy. All right, that's it for me. Let's see if we have anyone to raid. Anyone playing Urtuk? Not really. Let's raid Andrew. If you want to see something different. Andrew is a cool guy. He's playing some Dead Cells right now. He's known for his Invisible Ink, which is a turn-based game, but he's also like being obsessed with Dead Cells lately. All right, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow probably, same time, with this run, and have a good one. Have a good evening, and I'll see you around.